What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Thank you for choosing once again to click on the channel. This is OYAOY. I just dropped all these cards. I'm simply here to do my job. Get the messages to the collective. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for your continued support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, whatever you're doing to support the channel. Welcome all new subscribers. Please, guys, go ahead and hit that notification button if you haven't yet. Also, hit the subscribe button. If we on the same flow. If not, that's fine. Hope you got what you got and get where you're going. All right, let's see what we got, y'all. Because I'll be all in the mirror. The mirror. Somebody could be all in the mirror. Maybe you're starting to see your features change. Start seeing a change in yourself. The mirror. The mirror. Something about the mirror. I'm looking at the mirror. Somebody could have wanted, and it came out, somebody could have wanted you to take a loss in the beauty department. Something about physical pain. Okay, somebody could be catching a lot of karma because they wanted you to go through some physical pain or taking a hit in the beauty department. Please, guys, only take what resonates. I'm only here to give it to you so you can have it. We're all stars and on the show. This may or may not be for you, so let's see. I'm asking him to change. We have a huge message of peace that's coming out, okay, about a reunion, love, coming together. People don't want to hear it. Hey, I don't know what to tell you during this time. Your heart's going to have to get right. Your heart's going to have to get right. Yes, we have help coming in, okay? Something about help coming in. You also have a duality here, being able to balance things out, also for your abundance, okay? So if that's something that you was worried about, open up your heart. Open up your heart. I know it hurts, or it did hurt, but it's time, you guys, okay? You know, it's hard to let go of certain relationships, partnerships, family members, friends, business partnerships, whatever it is. But for the greater good, you're going to have to forgive and move forward. Somebody needs to work on forgiveness. This is the only way that you're going to be happy. You have forgiveness 2 times. You have forgiveness 2 times in the same spread, which is crazy because I always pull out, not always, but I usually pull out 10 cards and then go with it. But to have forgiveness 2 times, it's being really clear about this is the message to pull on is forgive. And we're not saying forgive and then go back around these same people, or forgive and, you know, allow yourself to be hurt again. You're going to be guided to who you need to be guided to for the help that you need. Okay? Because there's some secrets falling out. So let's pull. You know, I don't too much care for secrets anymore. Especially when you get to that point in life where, hell, you've experienced a lot, you've done it all. Most of the time, you did it over and over again. And it's like you get into that energy of you're okay or you're content with your own energy or your own path or your own people, your loved ones or whoever you're choosing to have in your space at this time. It's to the point where you don't worry, you don't get messy, you worry about secrets. But some secrets, seriously, we're going to pull on them because you know I'm going to tell it. Yeah, it's like you have lesser fucks to give out. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's like certain people are just to the point where they don't want to continue certain cycles anymore. They have burned the bridge down. Okay, the bridges. Something about wedding day roses. Okay, so this could be certain partnerships, like I said. Let's see. Okay. And you know, when it comes to certain scripture, yeah, God so loved the world, but he didn't mean, you know, sacrifice actual humans. I don't know if somebody needs to hear that certain pathways that people been going down has not been right, but it's what it is, okay? Something about maybe you, I don't know if you was actually looking for a church or something about your certain tribe or people that you wanted to be around because maybe somebody was pushing you into that box of religion or pushing you into that box of, hey, in order to know God, you have to come through me. It has to be a middleman. And, you know, I have 2 scriptures for 15 for you. Somebody could have been like peddling or pushing scripture, and you could have actually took this person serious due to them preaching the word. Somebody here is under judgment because they've been preaching the word, giving the word. I'm also getting like ordained minister or somebody that has been working with someone that's doing like false marriages or marrying some about the old church or the old ways or the old customs of doing things, or maybe that's the old way of loving, because certain times you'll be like, you'll go through something with somebody, they do something, you like, oh, it's time to cut you off. But none of us are perfect. We all fall short, and we all have potential to grow closer to not only our higher self, but who we meant to be. And it's like some people just have they nose turned up in the air, and they don't smell their own shit anymore because they too busy trying to smell someone else's. Somebody feels like since they actually work with the word, or they preach the word, or they about the word, that they the right person to do what needs to be done this time around, but they not. It came out reverse. Yeah, somebody has some type of privilege because of what they look like. So you've been told to call back the pieces that you chipped off to give away. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, these are false teachers that could be under judgment. Something about who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. The shadow knows. Okay, so people know what they do. We all know what we do. We all know what we do within our shadow self, our dark side of what we do when people are not looking, or what we don't want people to know, or certain things like that. But I feel like somebody was actually taking this and using it to their advantage. This person could be in church, or they are getting ready to be removed from a church. This is a go-to person. I'm getting somebody is around ordained minister or someone that has been working with. I keep getting false marriages. Okay, somebody's like the notarizer, the signer, the go-to, the witness for false marriages. I don't know why this coming up heavy. Yeah, something about open cases. So you got praise session. Raise your hands. You could be having church at home. Like I said, if you haven't actually found your church home, you could be having church at home. You are the church. Okay, you have to forgive yourself, cleanse something out, pray. I actually seen one of my comments. Somebody said that is true. Some people can, pray and change things. They have the power to, especially if your intentions are pure. You could be a interceptor. Okay, something happens and you will pray on behalf of someone, and God hears you, or you're heard within the spiritual realm. Or you're able to make things happen within the spiritual realm with your prayer. Something about someone not being a witness to something, or somebody could be a witness to something that you're doing when you pray. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you're a healer. You have the power to heal, and that's where a lot of people have to realize, you pour. You always want to make sure that you're full. If that's by you sitting with yourself in solitude with your ancestors, with your spirit guides, sitting in prayer. I do it a lot of times. Sometimes I do it within my heart. I just, take time to be quiet and sit there, because it's always constantly something for me to do. And my life has changed so much since then. It's like, now, when I first started going on my journey, my son was taken through, manipulated tactics. But it's like now that he's older now, he's at that phase where he, not that he doesn't need me, but he just doesn't need me as much because he's growing into his own. So it's like now I have different types of free time where it's like, maybe you used to always constantly run around cooking, cleaning, doing homework, taking care of a spouse, or taking care of a relative, or doing something. Maybe it's the time where you have to, sit and figure things out for yourself. And I do that, and I realize, that idle time or idle mind, when, them thoughts get to running rampant, I'm like, it's rebuked. Because I'm on a different mission, a different purpose. So keep going. It's okay to heal yourself. Somebody could be upset because you can't. That is a gift that was given to you. It's your divine right to have that gift. Just because certain things we've experienced or done does not mean it's the right way to do it. Or, somebody could be like, what you doing is not normal. They haven't seen it. But things have been manipulated so much, especially within the church, or the certain places where we should be able to go to find some type of spiritual healing, or, a little bit of relief. It has been so much going on. within some of these places that these people are under divine judgment. This is why we go running everywhere to here, to here, to her. And we see that all over when we look around, you know, people, just things have changed and are changing. But you may be the one that's meant to come through and Python crush something, okay? So let's see what else we got. Yeah, gotta change here. You could be well regarded by your local community, or you could have somebody. It's like you getting ready to take lead. I don't know why. I cannot stand doing some of these reads because you get emotional. It's like, hold on, get back. You know what I'm saying? Get back. But you could be getting ready to take lead. And whether you're ready or not, like God's gonna do something for you. And this is like helping people within crisis. And I feel like the crisis is spiritually. The crisis is, you know, showing others that you can go through so much and still rise above certain things without a level of hatred in your heart, or believing that you literally have to sacrifice somebody out here to get what you want. And I feel like you have no trouble making friends because you can communicate without feeling like you above somebody. So maybe you're being called to ministry, or you're being called to do like small things within your neighborhood due to your personality. So, you know, if that's what you're being called to do, don't be scared, because it's like all negativity and everything has been blocked from your path. Somebody's path is opening up. I'm so happy for y'all. Like, I can shed a tear. Somebody's path is opening all the way up because somebody once again tried to do something to manipulate your energy just because you came into your inner God or your inner goddess. And whatever plans these were, I don't know why I came out with military, so I don't know if you had plans of going to the military or you felt like it's what you needed to go to help within the world, or maybe that's where you're being called to. I don't know. I can't say, you know, hey, I'm not for the war, but, you know, this could be for a female. You could have plans to, you know, do one thing and then you've been called to something else. I keep getting there. You just don't care about, you know, what is not aligned with your purpose right now. It's like all the illusions are shattered. Now what? You know, now what? The power is within your mind. Yes, somebody's getting called. Like your higher calling is calling. Your higher self is like, hey, are you ready? Somebody's higher self is calling them on the line, waiting for them to pick up. So let's know, it's like you've been fingerprinted in the spiritual realm. It's time for you. It's like, okay, go, time to go. Yeah, nothing that anybody did or could do. I don't know if you've been having problems with your ex's sister or your ex's, some females in your ex's family or something like that, but it's like you don't care. Because you dealt with so much hatred from people within your own home. You dealt with so much manipulation in order for others to, you know, actually increase what they look like or their self. Like somebody wanted to control you and others, okay? And I feel like this is just the energy of someone wanting to control a lot of people with fear. This is going back to the spiritual leaders that could be under judgment, whether it's in the pulpit or you know, on a corner, or can't be on a corner because a lot of them, they in the pulpit, but whatever, online, or, you know, wherever they dare $3,000 resort tickets, and, you know, certain people that have, you know, found a way to manipulate people because they want everything to lead back to them. They under judgment because you're not meant to keep others small. It's like we all, what is it? Someone said, they said iron sharpens iron, or we're all meant to keep empower each other, basically. Okay. But someone felt like it's okay to use everything negatively within a church. Okay. It just keeps coming back with the church. Somebody was probably doing something from a church to manipulate, to cast, to report, to project. Something about somebody's children. So let's see. Yeah, you're on your intuitive path. I mean, it's nothing that anybody could do to try to control you, especially during this time. A lot of people saying the age of Aquarius, but it's you being dependent upon your high self, the universe, the Most High, God, Ra, whoever it is that you are seen as the creator, the creatress, Mother Earth. This a lot of things that you've experienced were like trial and error, but it was only for you to be brought up into the path that you own. And I feel like somebody could have been doing a lot of things to where they're like, you're gonna love me before you love yourself, or you're gonna love, what I want you to do, not what you want you to do. It's like somebody doing co-signing in somebody else's energy. Okay, and I feel like this person could have literally either always been to church, or this was the old thing, the old way of thinking, that you had to go to a church to get to God, or you had to go to church to get saved. No, you have to have that relationship. You have to open up your heart. You have to forgive. You have to take care of your brothers and sisters and certain people you see on the street. The one of the most it was so ignorant to hear that somebody was like, you don't you don't, what is it? You don't get rich by giving to the poor. Something like it. Like someone wants to preach that you can find a way around being a good person, and then get to heaven. But once again, heaven's within. It's in your highest self, your highest mind. Somebody felt like that they could keep manipulating somebody's energy. And I can't stand love spells. I can't stand any spells. Any form of witchcraft or manipulation to me is bogus. I don't care what anyone does or the practice or where they come from. If you're doing things like protection spells or things for your money and protecting you and your family and children after experiencing real spiritual warfare, then that's what you do. Who am I to say you can't do it? But when I tell you God hits hard, my ancestors hit harder. The divine angels, the ascended masters, and all them, they go club, but this is just what it is. Like somebody was really doing love spells, and I feel like this was only for you to like love them and then destroy yourself so you could be smaller than them, which is crazy. Yeah, so this could be somebody that you was actually initiated to this group with, whether it was a sorority, a fraternity, a coven, a group, a church. Some type of initiation took place, and I feel like somebody was bribed to do what they was doing. You got Aquarius here, so this could also be pertaining to a group. But it's like all of this is being shattered because someone was actually receiving energy from you expressing, what you was experiencing. It's like, damn, my car broke down. Oh, did it? Yeah, well, it's messed up. Then they just taking it all in. Like, this is almost like they transmuting energy the other way. Like, you could be sent some negative energy, they transmuting it into something positive, but it's like you telling them a story and they transmuting it to their own personal powers by seeing you suffer. Like something weird like that. I don't know. This is like certain family histories of us, breaking out of these chains of illusions of, religion. Who cares if you go to church every Sunday, every day, but you don't like anyone of the children that your niece birthed or something about family history, religion, and certain things that were going on for people to feel like they had to do what they had to do because the pastor told them. And I had seen that, y'all, because it was what they said, it was the Middle Ages where like the wives used to give their husbands poison when they went to war. That way they could come home and get the antidote when they get back to keep them from cheating. It's like, it's where like homesick came from. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just something like that. It's like someone would give you a poison and then you like go into this person for the antidote. This is what we've been doing spiritually for the longest time, is believing that we had to run to the same people that was keeping us sick. Not only mentally, but physically, spiritually, emotionally. Like the baggage, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. This is why, a lot of people could be upset that you're choosing a different route, but hey, they can no longer manipulate education or knowledge or truth, especially if it's coming from a divine source. It's coming from you. Because this is what you have opened yourself up to after healing from whatever it is that you experienced, or whoever you forgave. Who knows? Yeah, be wise and don't go back. Be grounded, okay? You could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, building something up real solid and stable. Or you could be really materialistic, or this person could be. So let's see. We don't make this too long. Yeah, it's like transforming your anger. you being enlightened, empowered, and empowering yourself is because you transforming what you've experienced, especially this anger, letting go of your ego. We know how that ego go. You know how that Leo go. So you could be a Leo. Uh, yeah. I don't know why the pimp, the sex industry, strippers back page, OnlyFans is coming out with church, but we're not gonna argue with that right now. We're just gonna keep on going. Yeah, we're gonna stay where we at. Okay? But these spiritual leaders, spiritual teachers, are certain people that could have wanted to make use of them. Okay, it's just like paying somebody money to, have them tell you why you should love yourself or work on yourself. Okay, this is why all gifts are given and they're given freely, and we're supposed to use them freely. Now, the only thing about that now is that people have manipulated things so much that even when certain people, the real ones, are doing what they are called to do, we taken care of. But, sometimes it's good to give a donation, a like, a share, or something for that person to have, to be able to keep going. Because you got certain people that's like, yeah, make sure when you hit the ATM and throw that money in the collection plate a couple times before you leave. We need all y'all together here today so we can tell you ain't shit unless you make a donation. We're not doing that. Okay, we're the ones that's still gonna give you this truth because it's our gift to be able to empower others. Okay, so watch whoever this is around your children. It could be certain people that could be around your children. I don't know why church is coming up so heavily right now. But watch how these people are manipulating. That, like I said, a lot of them have been given the gift to. They think it's a gift, but they've been given the gift, and they have used it to manipulate energies. Okay, so it's bigger than what you can see. You're a faith worker or a faith walker. Your ancestors are on it. There's no need to worry. Certain people that may have done things against you, they may have thought they were secret. They not. This is one of the reasons why I'm like, when I go through things that I know are not a part of the plan, and somebody's manipulating something, I just let it go and give it all away. Because if I give that energy back to, back to some of these people, like I said, it'll hit harder and hit worse. Some of you are more powerful than you could have ever believed. And this is why certain people could have did what they did against you. Okay. So let's see, a couple more than we out. Yeah. So these certain teachers they backing out. Because they being crossed out spiritually. They being blacked out spiritually. They can no longer see, whether that's secretly monitoring, hovering over your energy, whatever they've been doing spiritually, it's being blotted. I'm getting blotted out. So, oh boy, I just hope that I'm never to that point where I've done and experienced so much and still fuck up at times. Just don't want to be one of them people that has to do this all over again. I don't want to come back. I want to be right alongside, helping for the rest of eternity, being a little beam of light somewhere before I do this again. I'm just gonna be honest. Let the whole world loves it. The whole world loves it when you play the game. Wow, where did that song come from? Was it Andre 3000? Okay, something about that song. The whole world. You have a free mind and spirit. Okay, somebody's being told, do not have another wasted talent. This is like God co-signed you, your angels co-signed you, your ancestors, they co-signing you. You already have the notoriety. And it's bigger than what you could imagine, because you did a lot of things on your own. It's like you lacked a home, you lacked finances, you lacked guidance, you lacked the certain morals or constructions and things that you needed in, growing up within this world, maybe being a wandering soul, wandering spirit. But it's like you still being chosen to do this by your grandmother. So somebody's grandmother could have, started in church, could have been really gifted, spiritually intelligent, spiritual leader, could be your actual guide. Something about a pocket knife. And she's like, pick up where I left off, baby. Pick up where I left off. Truck on through this. Because you a whole being now. You done healed. Oh. What else? Any more to be out of here? Yeah. Your family and friends have been the ones. Some people have been haunting you since childbirth. Something about the birth of your mother or the birth of your grandmother and what somebody called in. But this person that called something in could have been dark. They was in church. But it's like it's different times now. Different times. Somebody's like, it's different times now. It's different times. Whatever haunting they did, whatever, maybe this is why this knowledge is being revealed. Yeah, somebody had a sick, twisted, whatever they were doing, it was sick and twisted, okay? And there was a lot of powerful energies that was like called to be an agent against you, okay? And something about things that were done was done because certain people were already victims of certain manipulation, or certain people were already victims of things that they experienced. So they felt like it was okay that you went through it. But I feel like somebody could have went through more, or maybe you went through the more because you're going to get the more. Yeah, because somebody's pretending that they're not still connected to somebody. I don't know if you needed to hear that. Somebody, you got the name Jones. Myra. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I seen that. Yeah, you purging certain things out of your own bloodline. And I feel like one of them is the jealous spirit, or the attachments of certain spirits. Can we get some more of this? I didn't think it was going to be as long. What else we got? Let's see. Now, what's this about this bridge? Yeah, it's a snake. Competition. Other women. Okay, so it could have been other women within your bloodline. Maybe you felt like they felt like they was clever. Whatever they was doing. Let me see. The snake is still doing something with the other woman. I don't know who's. And then who says it? So somebody called somebody a snake. They said the snake is still doing something with the other woman. And this person's jealous. Happiness. Enjoying each other. Okay, so something about somebody could have actually took some photos, or somebody could have did work over photos. Yeah, because I kept picking it up. I think it was the last read, this one. Yeah, it was this one. Somebody's like, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Not you, bitch. Somebody's like, mirror, mirror. Yeah, somebody's also love bombing. Coming in like, let me show you this picture. You remember when we did this? They like, nah, we're gonna make some new memories. Somebody's still trying to hold on. Let me see. Yeah, because something about somebody has been repeatedly sabotaging. Okay. Who is this? Somebody has been repeatedly sabotaging your love life. Also having third part. This is like somebody has been, I'm going to sleep with him because you sleep with him. I'm going to like him because you like him. I'm going to love him because you love him. I'm going to eat it because you eat it. Somebody has literally been over and over causing the pattern of sabotaging your relationships or love. This could be a spirit that's within the family. Maybe this is something different that you healing, because it says relationship involving the next phase, healing your inner child, growing. Okay, growing. In order not to go down this line of feeling like you have to be with somebody that wants somebody that has somebody, and then everybody has somebody, so we already up to 7, and then somebody else brings somebody else in, then we keep moving along. You know, this is what some people want to do, and that's their prerogative. But it's like, damn, bro, let me know. You've been told not to settle. Do not intentionally sabotage either something that you're doing or love. You keep getting it. Call and ask the heavens. Let's see. Yes. We're all being asked what matters the most to you. What matters the most? Not just on this physical plane, but spiritually. There's the book of gates that's opening here, and there's a lot of work that's going on in the spiritual world. So you're not going to be able to like double and second guess yourself, because it's going to come to you what needs to be done. I feel like somebody's being told too about having healthy emotions, because there is some type of spirit that has been over either a certain bloodline or within a church or within over some of these leaders, and it's causing some form of attachment. It's like almost like you giving permission to certain energies when you go around them, or when you enter your. I don't know why I got that, but something about like entering the building and having a silent contract. Okay, so be mindful of that. Somebody said they're only human, but you have the spirit of being a whole being. And you getting active. Something about you being active because you getting active because you was deprived education, or something about your education being manipulated for the longest time. And I feel like it could be in spiritual practices, and also, whatever it is that you're doing. It was deprived and it was manipulated for the longest time. And it's like, somebody can no longer disrespect you. Something about using sigils and slipping up on something. Yeah, so because I was picking up symbols and sigils and stuff too, like when you walk in. And I had actually seen a young guy, he was talking about that, like certain courtrooms that have these certain symbols and sigils. You don't know, these certain things have been activated with negative energy and they use them. But somebody is being matured when it comes to their spiritual practices. Yeah, you growing. Who knew? Something about who knew you growing. You growing. You got the cornerstone, the rejected cornerstone. So maybe you've been rejected for the longest time. But now you're being chosen for something. Why you got all these good cards? You got heaven, scribes, calling on heaven, calling ass. You could be born in the 90s. So you got blacksmith is a metalsmith who creates objects of iron, steel, gates, railings, furniture, sculptures, tools. Yeah, heavy on the decorative pieces and the certain railings and certain things that you're touching. All of these, maybe you becoming consciously aware of, like I said, the symbols, the railings, the sculptures, paintings, different portraits, or something that could be used within a church. And it says religious items, so that's crazy that this came out. But you got disruption, wild power, change, disruptive weather, storms, wrath of nature, and uncontrollable forces. Oh, the turnover, give it back. So the turnover, the give it back is happening. You chosen for this. It's yours. It's your message.